Although Boyok is aware of the inevitable doom of growing up, marriage, and parting, he tries as hard as he can to stop the flow of time or forget or seemingly refuse to see the flow of time and to continue to live in the present forever by ignoring the future. Holmes points out that Boyok's profound fear of growing up and his will to freeze the present time are probably best captured in his strange talk about death in chapter 36, in which he wished to freeze the moment of the present through the drastic act of death, while he is still among all his female companions whom he will lose when he grows up. In terms of stopping the wheel of time, the Dai Guan Yuan enabled Boyok to forget about the quick passage of time. It is a safe environment where Boyok and his female cousins and maids can still pretend to act like young children. For them, the garden symbolizes all that is not adulthood and its accompanying male responsibility. For Boyok, it is the best refuge from his father's pressure to study the Confucian classics, which will lead him to the adult world. Boyok's many strange actions in the novel are based on his adherence to Qing or the lust of intent, which can be kept and sustained only through the perpetuation of the pleasantness of his childhood. Therefore, Holmes concludes that Boyok refused to grow up is based on his unwillingness to be separated from the young girls, his attempt to cling to his strange behavior and Qing, and his freedom to pursue his lust of intent and fully express his sentiments. Holmes argues that the Dai Guan Yuan is merely a place which enables Boyok and the girl to temporarily forget the fact that they are actually growing up. In other words, all the inhabitants in the garden will eventually be forced to confront the adult world looking beyond the garden. Holmes argues that the adult world is able to intrude into the garden not because it does not have a strong wall for defense, but because its inhabitants have a problematic age identity. For example, Boyok behaves like a child at one moment and like an adult in the next. Cao Shukan gave up keeping his characters consistently young after deciding to reduce the age in his rewriting because he wanted to emphasize the ultimate futility of any attempt to stay young or to maintain the purity of one's lust of intent. Thus, despite Boyok's effort to stop the time, growing is an unavoidable part in his life, and so he must outgrow his lust of intent. As a result, the inhabitants of the garden, especially Boyok and Doyok, are caught up in the paradox of adulthood and childhood. They will grow up and have adult feelings, yet they intend to maintain their ambitious age identities as children by expressing their adult feelings to each other in a childlike language, which convince themselves as well as others that they are not yet adults. However, Holmes declares that this childlike language is unable to solve the paradox of adulthood and childhood. When Boyok and Doyok use the childlike language to communicate with each other, many miscommunications and misunderstandings occur, and so they often argue with each other. Therefore, they try to rely on the words of others, such as passages from romantic play of the past like Sai Sung Gi and Mao Dan Ting, to communicate their feelings, but the end result is equally frustrating.